think I've talked about money to my children all the time, to be quite honest. I've encouraged them to be aware of the value of money, that it doesn't grow on trees, and very often if you want money, you go out and earn it.
That was when I was really little. Look at my swimming costume.
Go on, look at the hair I had then.
My mum and dad were pretty careful with their money as we were growing up. We had lots of fun, we went on adventures, but we didn't splurge. And as a result, that's meant that my mum and dad were also able to help us on lots of kind of key moments in our lives, help pay for our weddings, my wedding, help me and contribute to a deposit towards my first home.
Well, investing has allowed me to help my children at various crucial times in their life.
This one is my first house here. There we are, you helped me get a deposit on that flat.
Yeah. I'm pleased to say I think I helped all my daughters to get onto the housing ladder. Not a lot, but just enough to enable them to get the deposit, enough deposit to be able to get started.
When I was younger, like many people, you just kind of think about your own future. Now I'm older, I have 3 children, I'm now thinking about their futures and I want to help them perhaps go to university, buy a house, get married maybe, in the same way that my mum and dad helped me. We had a lot of stuff, look at that.
Well, no, we all had a rucksack each and a bag.
Yeah, that was a great trip.
We used to go camping. I didn't have a lot of spare money, so we didn't have sort of package holidays, so we used to go camping. We had the Trangia stove to cook on, and I ran out of methylated spirits. I didn't know what methylated spirits was in French, and I went to this shop to try and find out what it was, and we were doing all this miming, trying to mime what methylated spirits was in French, and in the end they gave me a blow-up ring with a duck on the front. I've always been used to planning ahead and budgeting, and I hope I've passed that on to my family, securing the knowledge that if push comes to shove, there's always a bit of money which I can help my family out with.
There are economic times which are a lot tighter, but if you have built up a rainy day fund and then on top of that are able to invest and see your money grow, well, that just gives you that extra resilience when times are tougher. Oh, that is so sweet. That was the fake Christmas in July we had because of COVID.
Right.
So that's why it's all green outside.
That's right, that's why
it was in July.
Christmas cracker t-shirt.
Yeah. What I've been able to do is spend some of the money that I've earned on some of my investments, and that's enabled me to have a lot more freedom and to spend time with friends and family.
The most important advice I pass on my family is don't spend money you haven't got, but enjoy yourself. Don't save just for the sake of saving, but have a good time if you can.
It does make me feel much more confident and pretty empowered actually, that I feel as though I've set up more for the longer term. That doesn't mean to say that I'm not still pretty frugal at times. You know, there's a lot of expenses, particularly when you have a family to bring up, but I would say that I do feel more empowered.
I feel very proud about Susanna, proud and very pleased.